Hello. It's August 16th, and we are getting ready to get into what the weather forecasters call the peak of hurricane season. I've lived through these things a few times. I mean, they can be bad, don't get me wrong. It's not a joke. However, it gets pretty weird. So, pretty much, you know, as soon as something starts happening, um, you're going to see a TV guy pointing to a spinning, counterclockwise spinning thing in the Caribbean or the Gulf or the Atlantic, telling us that we shouldn't panic, but we're all going to die. Yeah, it's exciting down here now. It's fun, It's yeah, it's it's actually hilarious sometimes, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of make fun of it. It is as serious as it is. People do die. It sucks, but we do live here, and this is what we deal with. So we're going to have a little fun with it today. So, what do you need to prepare for the big one? Here it comes. The big one's coming, right? Um, I the best way to do it to me, because obviously being here, you're going to get hit by hurricanes. It is what it is. So if you're worried about hurricanes, just buy enough food and water to last about 3 days, and put your family and everything into the car, all this stuff, and drive to Nebraska and stay there till Thanksgiving or forever. But don't stay in Florida if you don't like hurricanes. Uh, Most people won't do that. I didn't. I stay here. I love it. I like the weather in the winter so much. I'm not going to leave. So that's that. Um, if you're going to stay here, if you have a house here, you have to have homeowners insurance. Well, unfortunately, to protect your home from hurricanes with insurance um, is a little costly. So, what you need to do is you have to have a reasonably well built house, and you have to have it built in Nebraska. That way, your hurricane and your insurance rates won't be as high. If it's here, yeah, they are going to write you a policy, but it's going to cost you a lot of money. So they can drop you, by the way, as soon as they think you're ineligible for their insurance. Many insurance companies are pretty unscrupulous. I have one now covering my house. It's called Bob and Big Stan's Insurance. It's the 27th one I've had since I moved here. Policy, different company, 27, which states that Bob and Big Stan they get my premiums every month, but they also are entitled to my kidneys on demand. So, if you're going to stay here, if you got a house, you need to have shutters. Obviously, shutters are very important. Windows, shutters, hurricane windows, whatever. So your house should have hurricane shutters on the doors, windows, obviously, and the toilets. In a major hurricane only. Only in a major hurricane. But the toilets have to be protected in a major hurricane. I don't know why. It's just whatever. If you choose to put plywood on top of your windows in preparation for a Cat 3 or stronger hurricane, maybe even a Cat 2, but certainly a Cat 3 or higher. Um, that's awesome. It's going to cost you not as much money as the other options. Um, and of course, they will blow off immediately once you get up to about 75, 85, 90 mile an hour winds. They're gone. Sheet metal shutters. You can put sheet metal up. It's awesome. It'll take you probably a month or two to put them up, and then your hands will be all bloody at the end anyway, so it won't really matter because your hands will be all fucking cut up and hurricane season will be over. The roll down shutters are great. The ones that they sell that are just cover up your windows, they're awesome. To cover all your windows and doors in your house will cost as much as your house. Okay? So now we have these hurricane-proof windows. It's great. You know, nothing's going to break it. Well, I can guarantee you a brick doing 200 miles an hour, I don't care what that window is made out of, that brick's going right through that window like a bullet. Period. Anyway, the guy that's selling these, apparently he lives in Nebraska as well, and he's telling me that you know, nothing. They're hurricane proof. The windows are hurricane proof. But again, he lives in Nebraska, so it might be a little suspect. Yeah, okay. So if you have movable objects, here comes a hurricane. You know, it's an hour, 10 hours away, 8 hours away. Here we go. Throw all the grills and anything like patio furniture, all that stuff, anything you have that's movable, get it out of the yard, throw it in the pool. If you don't have a pool, build one right away and then throw all the shit in the pool. That's what we do. Otherwise, people can get hurt by all this stuff. So get in the water in the pool that you either have or don't have, but get one built if you don't. If you live in a low-lying area, get the hell out. I mean, come on. Let's face it, folks. If you live in a low-lying area, you need to get the hell out for a hurricane. I'm not sure whether I live in a low-lying area, but it's very simple. The process of determining this is very simple. All I gotta do is go, okay, my driver's license says Florida. It says Florida. I live in a low-lying area. I need to get out if it's a bad hurricane. So now what you got to do is get on the road and get in a big traffic jam, because you know, if you stay, you're in danger. But you know, if you get out on the road, if you stay in your house, you're going to be stuck with your family and whoever you're with. You're kind of alone as your house is getting destroyed or whatever happens. But the best part about going out on the road is, and trying to evacuate, is if you're stuck during the storm or whatever, you're stuck on the highway with 250,000 other people, which is awesome, because that way you're not alone. It's great. If you stay, you need to buy supplies. Obviously, you can't go without supplies if you stay. Don't buy them ahead of time, like now when there's nothing in the tropics. Don't buy them now. Wait until the last minute. This is what we do here. This is Florida tradition. Come on, folks. Really? You got to fight over that last can of Spam, because that's what we do. You have to have flashlights, batteries that when the hurricane comes won't be the right size for the flashlights, but you spend hundreds of dollars on them. That's tradition. We do this. Bleach. I don't know why we buy bleach. We do. Got to buy the bleach. Several grosses of underarm deodorant. A large quantity of raw chicken. if you don't live in Florida, you might not understand, but after a bad hurricane, there's these reptiles running around that are kind of pissed off because things have gotten out of hand, and their habitat has been disrupted. How shall we say? So we have to feed the alligators, get some chicken. You need a big knife to strap on your leg, on your thigh, a big Bowie knife or something that is meaningless. It just looks cool, right? You need about $30,000-$40,000 worth of cash, gold, diamonds, whatever, to buy a generator from some dude who has no teeth after the hurricane. Very important. The guy who has no teeth has the generators, but you need to have cash, gold, or diamonds to buy it from, buy the generator from him. This is all basic stuff, right? The hurricane draws near. It's vitally important to keep abreast of the situation by turning on the TV. For a reporter to tell you who's standing on the beach not to come anywhere near the beach. This is a great place to live. It's paradise. Good luck. Awesome place to live. Those of you who aren't here yet, you should come down here and check it out. And besides the alligators, don't worry, we have sharks as well. So it's a fun freaking place to live. Happy hurricane season.